welcome back to another video of mine. If you're new around here, my name is Tyler and stick around for home, lifestyle vlogs, hauls and chats. And if you're returning, thank you for clicking on another video of mine. So it is another monthly budget. This month I've definitely tweaked things around. There are definitely some additional things, some hints of plans that are to come, so I'm very excited for this one. If you haven't watched one of these videos before, essentially how it works is we go through my planner and that has kind of our goals, any plans we have coming up, things like that, and then we go to the spreadsheet which actually has all of the budgeting stuff, bills, payments, savings, all of that type of stuff. So without further ado, let's get into it. I will also apologise if you can hear panting and plodding. Corey is just kind of walking around while I'm doing this. So first up, this is my planner. It's from Papier. I really enjoy this type of planner that they have. I'll leave it linked below if you're interested, because you have a yearly calendar section and then you can go into a monthly kind of planning section. So that's where you have your priorities, goals, to-do list, stuff like that, and then it goes into the weekly sections where obviously you can fill in all of your important weekly details. I obviously don't show you the weekly sections because it has personal confidential work stuff in them, but I do show you my monthly planning and goals section so you guys can be up to date on all of that stuff. So this is what August was looking like. Pretty straightforward. So my goals for August, my first one was 115 subscribers on YouTube, and I actually have done that. I have 120 as of checking this morning, so thank you so much if you're one of those new people. I very much appreciate it. So we're definitely getting into a rhythm now of that, so I'm super happy with that. The next goal was to keep up with my YouTube schedule, which I have. It has been a little bit difficult at some points because plans have like fallen through for like videos that I had planned, but I have a rough kind of schedule and video plan for the next few months, so I feel a lot better about that. And I have been enjoying having those 2 uploads a week, and I feel like it's helped me kind of stay sane, but also not at the same time, because if my videos feel fallen through, then it's been a little bit stressful. We've got there and we keep doing it. And the last goal was Corey's training, so obviously that's going to be on there for a while. Corey is well and truly getting those hormones pumping through his body, and he is starting to be a very angsty teenager. I say as he's very nicely and politely just lying down, chilling behind me. But he's definitely getting to that point where he's kind of taking longer to listen, especially when we're out. And he's kind of pushing his boundaries a lot, so his training is going to be kind of a big priority for a while, just until we get past this stage of his life. But it's nothing too serious. He's not done anything really bad. He's not regressed massively. It's just keeping up with those standards that we have set for him. My to-do list for August was order the sofa, which we have done. That should actually be getting delivered when this video goes up, potentially next week, if not the week after. Next thing was to order a new rug, which obviously we did when we ordered the sofa, so we have the new rug. It's all perfect and fits out fine. Plan out videos was my next to-do list, which again I have done, and boy is it a weight lifted off of my shoulders, because I don't really have to think as hard of what to do because I've kind of planned it all out. And the last to do was get Tales of the Shire, which I have done, and I'm enjoying it, but there are other cozy games that I'm enjoying more at the moment. I have to be in the mood to play it. It's not a bad game, it's just there are other ones that are keeping my attention more currently. So if you want to get it, I recommend getting it. If you don't, you don't have to get it. And then top priorities for my month, the only one was YouTube, because I think I was in a real rut this time last month, I feel like. And that's everything for August. So we actually managed to smash all our goals out of the park, which I'm super happy about. This is what September is looking like, a little bit more filled out. So my monthly goals for September going forward are 130 subscribers on YouTube. I'm hoping I can do that because we've kind of got a good rhythm of, we have kind of a decent gain every month, so I'm going to I'm going to try and keep going with that. So if you are new, definitely consider hitting subscribe. We do lots of fun, chilled home things. Obviously, there's videos of Corey and stuff like that. And it's just, yeah, me documenting my life. We're getting into spooky season, so there's going to be like house decoratings, and just this is my favourite time of year. So I really want to just spread the love and like share my enjoyment for this time of year. If you'd have watched my... Oh, would you? No, so it's going to be up after this. So, you guys won't probably know this. Essentially, I am starting to do more exercise and just moving my body around a bit more, and nearly a kind of making a few more healthier choices with dinners and stuff like that. Again, I'm going to preface this. I preface this in my weekly vlog, which will be up after this vlog. But I am not going to go super strict with it. I just want to move more, I want to feel fitter, and I want to feel stronger. If I lose weight in the process, and that's great and that's fine, but that's not my main goal in this, if that makes sense. So I'm probably not going to document too much of it because I feel like it's a very touchy subject for a lot of people, and I feel like as an overweight person, you can never do anything right. You're either doing too much or you're doing too little. So it's kind of, I don't want to really say much more than that. It's just that I'm going to be exercising a lot more. I'm going to put appointments in my planner for when I have to exercise. So on the cusp of that, I'm going to do 3 kind of big workouts a week to start with. I have a tendency of pushing myself too far too quickly, and then that's what causes me to drop off. So I'm going to start slowly and build it up. And then the other thing is walk 3,000 steps a day, which doesn't sound like a lot. For someone that is solely working from home and just sits and works at a computer, it's very hard to get the steps in. With Corey, I range about 1,500 to 2,000 depending on like where we're going, if we're doing any intense play while we're out, that type of stuff. So again, I'm just starting off slow so I don't feel disheartened and then stop doing it. That's my mentality, that's how my brain works, so I'm going to do what's going to help my brain keep up and stay like doing the things. So those are all those goals. To-do list. I am ordering a new phone. I have had my Pixel 7 Pro for 3 years, nearly 3.5 years. And it has been absolutely fine, but recently it has started to plummet with things like battery life. The camera is now kind of all fuzzy when I record things, and it's just getting very slow and crashes a lot. So I thought it was time to get a new phone. Me and Elliot had a look. I am very much a Google Pixel person. I've had them since the original Pixel, and I'm actually going to be getting the Pixel 10 Pro XL. So I'm going to order that on payday, and then I will have a new phone, which will be very, very nice. I will obviously show you guys it and all that type of stuff. The next thing on the to-do list is to book a Halloween trail. So we actually managed to find a Halloween trail that's not super far from us, and they actually allow dogs, because what I've noticed is a lot of the Halloween and Christmas trails don't allow dogs, and this one actually allows dogs to go with you. So we're super, super excited for that. We're going just a few days after my birthday, so it's kind of going to be my birthday outing type stuff. So I need to book that because obviously I'm aware that you need to book those things early, even though it's not till end of October. The next thing is sort out old sofas. So obviously, as I said, our sofa will be getting delivered at some point this month, so we need to sort out our old sofas. I think we have someone in mind that we're giving them to. It's just obviously sorting out logistics of how we're going to get them out of the house. And the last to-do, which I'm super, super excited for, is to decorate the house for autumn and Halloween, which obviously I will film for you guys. I won't film my collection because I already have a video of that up on my channel, so I'll leave that linked. There'll be a little button, or it'll be down below for you to go watch that. But it will just be the process of decorating and trying to manage Mr. Man, because there's going to be lots of new things that he's going to want to sniff and interact with. So that's my to-do list. I'm sure there's things I've missed off, but those are like the main things that came to my mind. Top priorities, obviously exercise, eating healthier, YouTube, and Corey's training. And then my new habits for this month are obviously the exercise things. And then the other thing is my next payday is the 26th of September, so we actually have a month where it's 26th, which is quite rare for that to happen. So that is the planner section of the video. So that's all done and dusted. As always, I fill out my month's worth of weekly stuff. So all the weekly stuff's filled out already. But again, you guys don't need to see that. So I'm going to flip you around. Rather than being on the laptop, I have it on the big screen. So I'm hoping that's going to be a bit better for you guys to see and a bit better for me to see. We'll figure it out, and let's get into the bit that I think you all are actually interested in, which is the money side of things. Right, I'm hoping you can see that. I've had to put you on something because otherwise the angle was all types of messed up. So just to preface off the bat that this is just my side of finances, this does not include Elliot's side of finances. We do our finances a bit different to most married couples. We have set responsibilities rather than splitting things percentage wise, and kind of Corey is my main responsibility. We always agreed that. So that is why you're not going to see things like home insurance and you know, bills like utility bills and things like that. This is just my side of things, so that is how we do it. You will notice there's a lot of money that goes towards Corey. That was always what we decided on. We like to give Corey a fulfilled and full life, which he has. He's a very happy dog. We are aware he's a little bit spoilt, but he is as close as we are going to be getting to a child. So we want to make sure he has everything he could possibly want and need, and just to keep him happy, healthy, and fulfilled. So with that all said, let's get into it. So my pay again has gone up this month. I'm not quite sure why, but it did. So it was £2,092.63. Our rent for this month, £9.60 as always. Dog insurance is £36.45. And the sofa insurance, so this one is a question mark because we have it on finance and it says that you don't pay until your things have been delivered. But we had two things on this. We had the rug and the sofa, and obviously the rug has been delivered. So I'm not sure if you've had anything delivered of your order, or if it's you need your full order to be delivered before they charge you. So I've just put it down for this month, but know that potentially won't actually come out this month and it will come out next month instead. But that is £93.67 for the sofa and the rug. So our bills come out at £1,090 and 12 pence. Debt repayments, so PayPal, we have the last bit of PayPal, so we had £162.42 on it. My minimum payment for that is £5. I'm obviously putting the remainder in to get it paid off, so we're fully paying it off this month and that will be done. And then I have a PayPal Pay in 3, which has £91.67 left. I'm paying £45.83 of it, and then next month we'll pay the last of it and then it'll be done as well. So that means for debt repayments I'm paying £208.25. Subscriptions have changed ever so slightly. So, Lush Kitchen subscription, we will always have that until they go massively downhill. But that is £38.95. YouTube Premium, again, I will die on this hill. I will always have YouTube Premium. That is the thing that I watch most of the time, if not 99% of the time. So that is £7.99. Amazon Prime Student we have for £7.48. Disney Plus we have for £12.99. You'll notice that I don't have Xbox Games Pass anymore. So the only thing I use it for at the moment is Disney Dreamlight Valley. And I actually looked and I could buy the Dreamlight Valley for £23 I think it was. And obviously I'm paying £15 a month to play it. And I've not really played Dreamlight Valley because I am caught up with everything. So the only times I play is when the Star Pass come out, which are every few months, I believe. So I decided that I would just buy Dreamlight Valley and then cancel the subscription because, you know, I'm only paying an extra £6 this month to actually buy the game and then I can play it whenever I want. It just didn't make sense for us to have Xbox Games Pass anymore. Obviously when new games come out and stuff like that, then I'll get it again, but for the time being I'm just going to save that money for the next few months. And then we have Microsoft Clipchamp, which is the editing stuff that we use. That is £9.99 a month. So my subscriptions have actually gone down. So we are paying £77.40, which is very, very good, I think. I'm very proud of myself for that. Then I'm going to scoot you over here. It's very hard because Elliot has a curved mono screen, so it's hard to show you things. So, purchases and expenses. So, Elliot is actually paying for the rug portion of our finance, and I'm paying for the sofa, so I'm sending him £10 less than I normally would, because then that equates to his portion of the sofa finance, if that makes sense. So I'm sending £20 to him. We did have to dip into Corey's savings to pick some things up, so obviously I'm putting the £100 that I would normally put in, plus the additional as a top up to top it back up, so it's 146. Our food job was £80 this month, so obviously with us trying to incorporate more healthy eating, I don't care what people say, you get more fruit and veg and stuff like that, your food shop is exponentially more expensive. That's just the way it works. But we also had to pick up a bunch of like household supplies, like washing up liquid, toilet wipes, laundry pods. Like we had to pick up a whole bunch of stuff, so obviously that put it up. And then I'm making as well this weekend, so it's all those things came up to £80, which actually, if you watch the weekly vlog that's coming up, I think I actually got a decent amount of stuff for that price, but it's £80. I'm also going to be buying some training weights. I found ones that I like on Amazon. I think at the moment they're a little bit under £40, but I've just put £40 because I've got a few days yet before I'm going to buy them. Similarly, if you haven't been keeping up with my weekly vlogs or you're new around here, I got very, very, very severe rope burn on my four fingers of my right hand. I had to go to hospital, get them dressed, and I had to go back and forth for like 2 weeks. They're finally almost fully healed. So I learnt my lesson, and I have bought some working gloves to use with Corey's rope long line. I've made sure to go with ones that are kind of used for people that work with ropes, so like rock climbing, stuff like that. So hopefully they're going to be very, very good, because I do want to continue doing that training with him, and those would be $14.99. And obviously the Halloween trail tickets and parking is £36. So that means our purchasing expenses for this month are £33, I wish it was £33, £336.99. Then we come over to Cornelius's little section. So his dog food again was on the cheap side this month because of the flavours we picked, so it was £94.98. He's not going to the groomers this month because we've decided we're going to do it every month. Every other month he'll go to the groomers. So this month he's not going to the groomers. Dog field sessions, as always, we give him one half-an-hour session in a private field a week, just to him to blow off steam, go run. We play frisbee and all of that type of stuff, and he absolutely loves it. So that's £28. Dog treats is £75. I've actually spent £71.30 this month on dog treats for him, so I have £3.70 left. And again, dog supplements, we budget £50 and I've spent £41 this month, so I have £9 left of that. And then me and Elliot have been talking about this for a while, and we wanted to always take Corey swimming. Obviously, he's a German Shepherd, which are notorious for being water babies, and he loves water, he loves it. But he's never actually gone swimming, and we realise it's probably a skill that he needs to learn, just because you never know what's going to happen, and we would like him to do that, and we think he would actually really enjoy it because he's such a massive water baby. So we have found a pool that is near us, and you can actually go in with them, and it's all very specialised and all of that type of stuff, and it is £30 for an hour session. So we did that. That's what we're going to be doing on our bank holiday Monday, because it's very rare for me and Elliot to have bank holidays off together because of his job. So we're going to take the opportunity to do something fun with Corey, and that's what we decided to do. So his expenditures for this month was £277.98, which actually for Corey is pretty cheap. It's normally nearing kind of the £350-400 mark, so it's actually pretty good for him. So that means that our total expenditure for this month is £1,990.74, which leaves me with £101.89. Now, I will preface that I am selling my Nintendo Switch and everything like that, so I'm getting £250 back. So some of that's going to be going towards a purchase that Elliot has made for us and for the household, and then the remainder of that is going to technically go into PayPal, if that makes sense. So I'm not going to have any money of that left over, but I'm going to then have the PayPal money that I would have paid left over, if that makes sense. So it will be that I actually have about 250 something pound left over for this month, which I probably actually am going to just put into savings for things that are coming up in the next few months, because on the bottom, which you can't see, of all the tabs, I've planned out the next few months worth of stuff, because I feel like this time of year you've really got to be on the ball and you've got to be planning these things out. So that is this monthly budget. I'm probably in my weekly vlog going to go through like our holiday plans and things like that, just because I feel like that's an interesting thing for people to know and kind of how we do things. Obviously we have Corey this year, so things are going to be slightly different. We have a few more plans that we actually want to do than we normally would, because we want Corey to be able to experience as much as he can. But yeah, let me know if you guys do anything like this, or if these videos help you or encourage you to do anything like this. My sense of money has become so much better from doing this, and just keeping track of things. Nothing's like lost or miscounted or anything like that anymore. And again, with like debt repayments, we're pretty much there. I'm probably always going to have a little bit on PayPal or a little bit in a Pay in 3, simply because it makes sense to split those things up for bigger purchases. Some of you may not agree with that, but for me and Elliot, that works a lot better for us. And yeah, we have a lot of exciting plans coming up. As I said, we're going to be having a decorate the house with me, all of the spoopy things. My birthday's coming up and we have some plans for that. Elliot's birthday's coming up and we have plans for that as well. And obviously we're going into the big old C word. Like, comment and subscribe as always, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye guys.